Hey everybody, this is a yoga sequence to release and let go. So if there's anything you've been holding on to, anything that no longer serves you, and you need to just let it go and relax, this sequence is perfect for you. So we'll begin lying down on our backs on our yoga mat. Knees can be bent, or you can lengthen the legs out to the front of the mat and just turn the palms up towards the sky. Allow the feet to fall to either side and just begin to notice your breath. So beginning to follow the inhales and the exhales as they move and flow in and out through the belly. Allowing the mind to be quiet, allowing any thoughts just to melt away. And just using this time, this moment to let go of your day. Let go of your week. Let go of anything that's yet to come, any to-do list. Just let them be. And just allow yourself for the next 20 minutes to be present. Present in the here and now on your yoga mat. Just beginning to deepen the breath. Really filling up the lungs, all the depths of the lungs, the little spaces in between. And on the exhale, really drawing the belly button back towards the spine, emptying out the belly, emptying out the lungs, letting go of any stale air. Just following the breath. And then slowly begin to bring the knees up to the chest. Interlace the fingers around the shins. And then bringing the hands to the knees, just begin to take a few nice big circles with those knees. Just allowing the low back to be massaged onto the mat below you. Just gently going one way, and then when you're ready, taking those knees in the opposite direction, making your circles about the size of a dinner plate. Working with the breath. And then interlacing the fingers around the right shin. And then interlacing the fingers around the back of the right thigh. Lift the right foot up to the sky. You can keep the left knee bent and soft, or you can straighten the left leg to the front of the room. Just bringing those hands to wherever is accessible on the right leg. Releasing the hands, crossing the right ankle over the left thigh, so drawing that left knee back up towards you. And you can either stay here if that's enough in the hips, or you can draw that left knee towards your heart, and you can interlace the hands either behind the back of the thigh or on top of the shin. Keeping the toes active on each foot and just drawing that left knee in towards the chest a little bit more on each exhale. Releasing the hands, we'll release the legs and take the hands behind the back of the left thigh. Maybe keeping a bend in the right knee, or maybe releasing the whole of the right leg to the mat below you. Once again, just breathing into the back of the hamstring here, bringing your hands to wherever is accessible. Keeping the shoulders relaxed towards the earth. Keeping the toes active on the left leg. And then we'll release that and cross the left ankle over the right thigh, bending the right knee. Again, just bringing your hands to wherever is accessible, so maybe the back of the right thigh, maybe the right shin. Just wherever feels good, and really opening up that left knee towards the front of the mat. Flexing the toes, keeping those muscles active, and on each exhale, just pulling the knee towards your chest a little bit more. Relaxing into this pose with the breath. And then when you're ready, releasing. Drawing the knees to the chest once again. And then on your next inhale, really lengthen out for the whole length of your mat. Hands come over the top of the crown of the head. And then inhale, drawing the knees back to the chest. You will T-shape out the arms to either side. Allow the feet to come to the mat below you. Slowly bringing the knees over to the right side, and then the left side, and then the right side, and then the left side. Just massaging that low back on the mat below you, working with the breath. Just going at your own pace. And then coming back to center, drawing the knees to the chest, interlacing the fingers and beginning to rock and roll along the length of your mat until you can come up into a nice easy seated position, grounding the hands down onto the tops of the knees. On your next inhale, drink a breath in, flutter the eyes open, gaze at the hands as the thumbs come together, then draw the hands down through the heart space. Interlace the fingers, push the knuckles towards the front of the room, round the shoulders, tuck the chin. Inhale, drawing the knees back to center, sending the palms towards the front of the mat, and then sending those palms up towards the sky, getting a little bit more length and space in the body. And then we'll take a twist over to the left-hand side, gaze out slightly towards the back of the room. Inhale back to center, and exhale, take it over to the right-hand side. Inhale back to center, release that arms and circle through the wrists as you bring them back down. Bringing the hands behind the low back, open up the heart, open up the chest. Bring the hands away from the low back, opening up the shoulders. Maybe you want to come into a forward fold. Maybe you want to pause halfway. Just doing whatever feels good in your shoulders and in your spine today. Inhaling, bringing the hands to the low back first, and then coming all the way up to seated position. Rolling on over to the hands and the knees, coming into a tabletop position, and then pushing the sit bones back towards the heels, bringing the knees about as wide as your yoga mat, coming into a wide-legged child's pose. Just beginning to breathe here into the belly, feeling length in the spine, fingertips towards the front of the mat. Beginning to bring a little bit more breath into the back space of the body. Beginning to feel that rise and fall. And then on your next inhale, rounding through the shoulders, coming back up to that tabletop position. On your next inhale, drop the belly, gaze up towards the sky. On your next exhale, rounding the shoulders, tucking the chin. Just working with this cat-cow pose, these two nice simple asanas. Working with space and length in your body, maybe closing the eyes if you feel comfortable, and just working with your own breath, beginning to move and flow. Really beginning to create space between the shoulder blades, space between each vertebrae, pushing the earth away from you on each exhale, and then inhaling to a flat back. Bringing the hands and forearms forwards, keeping the hips stacked on top of the knees, coming into an extended puppy pose. Gaze can be forwards, or you can soften your forehead down towards the earth, just depending on what you find more comfortable. Bringing the stretch into the shoulders here. And then inhaling back to your tabletop position. Tucking the toes, sending the sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. So first down dog of the day, perhaps you might want to maybe bend one knee and then the other. Just moving slower than you want to go, really feeling the movements, bringing space and length into the backs of the legs, space and length into the spine, and then finding some stillness, pushing the earth away from you with your hands. On your next inhale, wave through into a high plank pose. Exhale, lower down, upper dog. Inhale, wave back up onto the balls of the feet, downward facing dog. So just working with your own breath. We'll do that 4 more times. Inhaling, waving through the spine, high plank. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, waving back forward, sending those hips nice and high, downward facing dog. Inhaling, waving through the spine, wave forwards, upper dog. Exhaling, sending those hips nice and high, balls of the feet, and then sending the heels down to the earth. Inhale, high plank, waving through the spine, upper dog. Exhaling, waving back, moving super slow, down dog. Inhaling, waving forwards, high plank, upper dog. Exhaling, waving back, downward dog. Pushing the earth away from you, and then inhale, lifting the right foot up to the back of the room, three-legged dog. Bring the knee to the nose, and then inhale. So just working with your own breath, bringing the knee to the nose, rounding the shoulders, tucking the chin, and then come back, three-legged dog, and then stepping the right foot forwards in between the hands. Soften the left knee, soften the left foot. Inhale, low lunge, and then sink the sit bones down. Maybe working with a back bend if that feels good for your spine. Maybe keeping it softer if not so much. Then bringing the hands down, framing the right foot, and then stepping back, high plank. Exhale, soft chaturanga, knees, chest and chin. Inhaling, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale to cobra, work with that breath. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Tucking the toes, sending the sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. Maybe stepping the feet forward slightly just to clarify that foundation. Then on your next inhale, lifting the left foot up to the back of the room, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round the shoulders, tuck the chin. Three-legged dog, knee to nose. Three-legged dog, inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, and then exhale, step the left foot forwards in between the hands. Soften the right knee, soften the right foot, and inhale, hands come up towards the sky. Low lunge, really sinking into the right hip flexor here. Maybe you might perhaps feel it in the psoas muscle. Exhaling, hands come down, frame the left foot. Step back to plank. Exhaling, soft chaturanga, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, spidering the fingers out to either side, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, release. Hands underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes, lifting the sit bones all the way up and back. Downward facing dog, breathing in and breathing out. On your next inhale, gazing forwards between the hands and taking a nice big step to the top of the mat. Exhale and fold. When you get there, grab for opposite elbows with opposite hands, bending the knees, ragdoll, forward fold. Allowing the whole of the head, the neck, the spine to be heavy. Intending to straighten those legs and then bending the knees on the inhale. Exhale, intending to straighten. Inhale, bending the knees. Exhale, finding a little bit more length, intending to straighten. And then exhaling, releasing the hands towards the earth, towards the mat. And then bringing your hands to your toes, so interlacing the 2 forefingers around those toes, and then maybe drawing yourself a little bit deeper into the pose. On your next inhale, slowly rising all the way up, hands come up towards the sky, and then exhale, hands come down through the heart space. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold, swan dive forwards. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back to plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Smoothing out the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Your next inhale, gaze forwards, hop to the top of your mat. Exhale and fold. Inhale all the way up to Tadasana, hands come to the sky. Exhale, hands come down through the heart space. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale and fold, swan dive forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog or cobra. Exhale, rolling on over the toes, lifting the sit bones up and back, downward facing dog, breathing in and breathing out. On your next inhale, gazing forwards, hop to the top of your mat. Exhale and fold. Inhaling all the way up to Tadasana, hands come to the sky. Exhale, hands come down through the heart space. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale and fold, swan dive forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back to plank. Exhale through Chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just clarifying your foundation here, picturing your body as an upside down letter V. Then inhale, lifting the right foot up to the back of the room, three-legged dog. Inhale, step it forwards and rise all the way up, high lunge. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. Just bending the knee here, working with your own breath. Moving as fast or as slow as what you want to go. And then maybe finding a little bit more length, a little bit more space. Bringing the hands down, framing the right foot, stepping back to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. On your next inhale, left foot comes up to the back of the room. Stepping that foot forwards and inhaling, high lunge. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale and lengthen. Find a little bit more length. And exhale, bring the hands down. Frame the left foot. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing it out. On your next inhale, gazing forwards, hop to the top of your mat. Exhale and fold. Inhale all the way up to Tadasana, hands come to the sky. Then exhale, hands come down through the heart space. And then toe heeling the feet out to about as wide as your mat. Rising up to the balls of the feet and then lowering down, coming into Malasana, our yogic squat. Elbows come to the inside of the thighs and hands come heart center. On your next exhale, reaching the left hand down, right hand comes up. Inhale, hands heart center. Left hand comes up, right hand comes down. Inhale, hands heart center. And then doing that again, or maybe taking a bind. So bringing that left arm around the left calf and bringing the right hand around the lower back. Bringing the fingers to touch. And just breathing here, pausing. Releasing, bringing the hands back to heart center and then taking it to the opposite side. So either working with that stretch, that length, or the bind. Whatever feels good for you today. Bringing the hands back to heart center and then coming into Bakasana, our crow pose. So bringing those knees nice and high up towards the armpits. Maybe lifting one foot off and then the other. Shooting back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. On your next inhale, lifting the right foot up to the back of the room. Stacking the feet, maybe bringing that right foot down to the sit bones. You can stay here or you can flip the dog, coming into wild thing, allowing that right foot to come all the way down to the opposite side and then lifting right hand up to the sky. Coming out the same way you came in and then taking it to the opposite side. So lifting that left foot up, maybe staying here, maybe bringing the foot down to the sit bones or maybe coming into your wild thing. Beautiful back bend, sending the heart up towards the sky. Coming out the same way you came in and meet back, downward facing dog. Lifting the right foot up to the back of the room and then stepping it forwards in between the hands. When you're ready, rise up, high lunge, opening up the heart, opening up the chest. Then we'll creep those fingertips forwards, coming into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Left foot reaches up, left hand reaches up towards the sky. Power up the legs. Picturing your legs kind of like an L shape. You can keep that front knee soft if you need to. And then exhaling, step it back, warrior two. Windmilling the hands down, stepping back to plank. moving through your vinyasa at your own pace and meeting back downward facing dog. And then we'll take it to the opposite side, so lifting the left foot up and then stepping it forwards in between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, bringing the hands down, bringing the left hand down slightly more to the left hand side, then lifting the right foot and the right hand up towards the sky. Ardha Chandrasana. Always place your hand on a block here if you need a little bit more lift, support. And then exhaling, stepping it back, warrior two. On your next exhale, windmilling the hands down, stepping back to plank. Exhaling all the way down to the earth. Bringing your hands in front of you, making a little pillow for your head with your hands and just melting into the earth here. So everything's feeling really relaxed, everything's feeling really heavy. Letting go of anything that's popped up within your practice. Just coming back to that breath. And then bringing your hands in front of you, gaze forwards. We're going to lift everything up off the mat. So lifting the hands, lifting the feet, lifting the legs, energizing yourself into a little back bend here. And then exhaling, releasing, making a little pillow for your head once again and just settling back into the earth, into the mat. You can either do what we just did, lifting everything up off the earth, or you can come into a bow pose, so bringing the feet towards the sit bones, grabbing for those feet with your hands, lifting the chest before anything else, and then powering up the legs, the arms, the chest, really kicking the feet into the hands and coming into your bow. When you're ready, exhaling, releasing, and then pushing back into a child's pose. Just relaxing here, coming back to the breath, allowing yourself to ground and center once again. Feeling your heart beating, earth beneath your hands. Thank you for practicing with me today.